Are you single right now? Are you a young person watching this? Do you want love? Do you even see the benefits of love? Or are you programmed by society like I was? I am a man by how many women I have. I don't blame you. If you're watching all these rap music videos, planting us with programming. I gotta have all these women around. I gotta have all this money. But are they in their heart? Hello, and welcome to Reborn Mind, Body, Soul. My name is Matthew Muzzy Muskeen, and if you're watching this, you believe in new beginnings and becoming your own ultimate superhero. Now, my intention today is to talk to you on a topic of why don't more successful men push on this button? Why aren't they talking about this? It's a key ingredient to a man's success. Let's get into it. The power of love. The power of love? Yes, it's actually a very high frequency to manifest in. It can supplement your manifestations and help them come 10x your manifestations. I want to talk to you a little bit about my journey on love. Whew, she's been a rocky road. So I experienced a 6-year relationship when I was young. At the start of my 20s, it came to an end. And I said to myself, that was so intense. I don't want to go back to that till I'm at the end of my 20s. So I want to do and experience as much as possible. I went on this tangent of experiencing the world. Due to my programming, which if you're a young man in society, they say who you are as a man is by how many women you have or how many women you can attract. And this was super confusing, especially for a dude that does yoga and is in his heart. It's like, well, now I'm learning all these strategies and trying to put all my energy into a bunch of these different girls, which I didn't know at the time. So then that brought me to 25. As I got sober, I started looking at all my things that were repressing me, holding me down. And I found that my addiction to women and in the space of love was holding me back. So I went celibate and I refrained from having any sexual intercourse with women. And I realized I have to stop the sexualization towards women if I really want to be in my heart. And I went on a year journey. And then from there, I experienced an open relationship. It was absolutely beautiful. Went on a grand spiritual journey. But then programmed again with who I am as a man by how many women I could get. And seeing women as this achievement, as this means to my own pleasure. And I moved to Vegas to learn the very skill of picking up women and seducing them for my own pleasure. Well, I'll tell you what, I depleted a lot of my energy. All the meditations I do, all the yoga I do, all the float tanks, all the psychedelics, all that cultivation, just letting it out into Vegas. And that was not from my heart. Then from there, I went to India. And, I went through a spiritual journey there. And coming back over to Toronto, back in Canada, I started sitting on, who I am as a person, what are my actions, and started contemplating my relationships with love. And quite frankly, my program of love is I've grown up in a dysfunctional, loving relationship with my parents. And then looking around at different families and different friend groups that have had relationships, and it just seemed toxic. And it was something that, I didn't see value in, because I was like, if that's what it's like, and I know my first relationship, what I experienced, I was like, I don't want to go back into that. That's going to take from me. I did an ayahuasca journey, and that deeply cleansed me. That helped me get deep, deep in my heart. And I said this, all right, if I want the things in my life to change, I have to change the things in my life. Why can't I attract these nice yoga girls, vegan, soft, kind-hearted? Why can't I attract this? Well, I was trying all my techniques from Vegas in the yoga room. Now, I don't know about you, but I've learned a lot of techniques, and techniques are great to build the skill set up, but at the same time, I can't technique my way to love. So I entered celibacy again. I said, you know what, this time, whether it takes me a year, 5 years, 10 years, maybe I turn into Gandhi or someone that's spiritual that has no women. But you know what? these routes that I'm going right now are not working for me. Well, it takes me to this place where my dad questioned my sexuality, and that doesn't feel good. But at the same time, it's like, well, no, I don't want to live life how I've been living it. So I had a bunch of phone relationships and communication relationships with multiple different women. But I realized I want it all in one. So I decided every day to write out, I'm in a nurturing, loving relationship. She's the nutrients to my garden. We have her experiencing love on a whole new level, free from attachments. So fast forward to Bali, where I met Bali, my spiritual love teacher. So beautiful. I feel so happy and grateful that I attracted her in my life. Now, pause that for a sec. I feel so happy and grateful that I attracted that into my life. You see that? I took responsibility. I take ownership. And it's not a technique. It's I attracted my vibration. Who do I have to become to attract a woman like this? Who do I have to become to have love at this level? See, I take ownership. And that was not easy. That really wasn't easy. And man, do I wish I knew this at a younger age. So now that I attracted this love into my life, I've learned a lot. And I want to lay a foundation now. So why don't more successful men talk about this? I'm not sure. When I was trying to study a man, what a successful man is and what are its key ingredients, there's nothing said about, the energy from the relationship that I have, the love of my wife has allotted to a lot of my success. Well, now brings me to chapter 13 of Think and Grow Rich. Sexual transmutation. If we can understand this energy and transform this energy, it's one of the most powerful energies on the planet. Do you know that the top way to manifest is through the desire of love? And the second way to manifest is through love. So if you're not familiar with the teachings, Think and Grow Rich was a book studied from the man of Napoleon Hill. And what it was a 20-year study on the most successful men at the turn of the century. You had anyone from Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Napoleon Hill himself, and look at some of the successful guys today. You got LeBron James, Barack Obama. But you know what? Why don't they talk about the power of love? Why don't they press on that button? But you know what? Often Henry Ford wouldn't really admit it, but if you look deep enough, he allots a lot of his success because of his relationship. Now, this is what I'm experiencing right now today. So beautiful. But I wish I knew this at a younger age. I wish someone would talk to me about the power of a nurturing relationship. You see, you can have love, but a lot of love that I've been witnessing and even experienced is love through addiction, love and hate. I mean, look at the divorce rates today. That wasn't inspiring to me to get into a loving relationship. So I said to Molly, I see love as a risk. And you know what she responded with? Love isn't a risk. Love is an opportunity. What? An opportunity? She said, yeah. And I said, well, love's going to take from my dreams. And my dreams are close to my heart. She said, no, love will help you get there faster. What? My mind started changing. I was like, wow, this is everything I've been wanting and more. And I'd studied the teachings from Eckhart Tolle and the power of now, and talking about a conscious relationship, a relationship that helps you. Actually, it's called a sadhana, which means a spiritual practice. It's a spiritual relationship. So she's here to make me a better person. I got someone that's got my back. I feel so blessed to have that. And this is why I want to make this video for you. Ironically, it's Valentine's Day, the day of love. So I want to ask you right now, are you currently in a relationship? What kind of love are you experiencing? Is it an addictive love? Or is it a conscious love? Do you need this person? And if they go away, you're going to divorce them and get them for all they got? Is that love? I don't know. In my experience, that's not love. You want that person to be the best. You want them to have the happiest life possible because I love them. I want that for you. Are you single right now? Are you a young person watching this? Do you want love? Do you even see the benefits of love? Or are you programmed by society like I was? I am a man by how many women I have. I don't blame you. If you're watching all these rap music videos, they're implanting us with programming. I gotta have all these women around. I gotta have all this money. But are they in their heart? Look at Dan Bilzerian. Is that guy in his heart? So on this day of love, do we need a Hallmark day to celebrate love? Isn't every day Valentine's Day? And how can we grow within our relationship? How can our significant other help us to be a bigger, better, stronger version of ourselves? Not that you're not beautiful, not that you're not awesome, just we can always strive to be better. And why not invite in a relationship that feeds you, makes you a better you, and has a bigger open heart? So on this day, I want to leave you with a loving space for my heart. If you're alone and you don't have a Valentine, then let me be your Valentine. Because I love you, I believe in you, and I came from a place where I was nowhere near a relationship. And I attracted it into my life, and I want the same for you. And I wish I knew this when I was younger. So with that being said, I share my peace and I share my love.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. If you want more videos like this, click the videos next to me right here. They're exactly what you need to see. And if you're new here, click the subscribe button, become of the Reborn family, and become a better, stronger version of yourself. Leave a comment below because I read all of them. So come be a part of the family. Thanks for watching.